the mountains, painted pink by the rising sun, we readied our dock lines and fenders, excited for easy access to shore, showers, and fresh water. Garrett heaved in the mooring line. The engine was primed and the wind was still in bed. It's the perfect time for these out-of-practice sailors to execute the tricky task of backing in a 15-ton sailboat after a sabbatical of sorts. I thought it was going to be the flies or the seagulls that wake me up this morning, but it was actually Garrett. Pretty early, he was just like, all right, time to get up, let's go. Not too far, but there's the marina. The entrance is over there. We've been in the mooring field where Red Aviva could swing, but without Little Red complete, getting to shore is problematic. This visit, a slip seemed ideal. We weren't able to get parts in time, so we're figuring out what projects to focus on that we already have supplies for. It's just another beautiful day in Escondido. I'm just happy to move her. Even though no sails are going up, it's just fun to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Even if it's like a stone's throw away.
It's nice to have her back up in operation.
Yeah.
You know? I gotta poop. I gotta poop. I gotta poop. Gotta poop.
That's why you're up so early. He has to poop.
Here comes that sun over that hill. So she'll probably come in stern first to the dock at a bit of an angle. How much of an angle is yet to be determined by the situation. So probably I'll have you hop off back here somewhere. Okay. And then it's really mellow conditions, so probably should just be, yeah, kind of like help bring her and keep her stern off while getting her bow in. But yeah, I'll probably have you hop off at the stern and then maybe just toss the stern line on the dock. And then start kind of walking her in. And maybe just switch the bow line to the outside so you can grab it from the dock.
Okay, I'll hang it on the back of the pin there.
Clear traffic.
Yep. At first glance, it didn't look like there was an open slip. That's the slip. Eyes on the target, we continued as planned. It's kind of questionable if we'll fit, width-wise. Garrett gave me baseball signals to decipher as he calculated his room to maneuver. We have to flip the boat around to make use of our prop walk. Plenty of space still up forward. Our ride share from the airport, soon to be our neighbor, came to catch a line. Always nice to have a cruiser safety net. Your angle looks good coming forward. Red Aviva isn't the quickest, but our rule has always been only go as fast as you're willing to hit something. How's she been responding?
Pretty good.
Pretty good? Red has a lot of used parts. Our gear could stand an upgrade for sure. We're saving ourselves up to improve many of her systems, but this visit had a different purpose.
Tighter than I thought it was.
Yeah.
You can hand in that line whenever you can, Ruth.
How we look on the
Really good.
Wow, it's like perfect spot then.
Perfect fit, huh?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your help, man. Really appreciate it.
I'll let you finish it off.
Yeah, thank you.
Do your thing. Go see you guys in a little while.
Yeah, sounds good.
Good job. Do you want to come forward at all? Like Starlink is in the lane.
Oh, probably then.
Bonk. Paint still looks so good. Not much cracking at all. But of course, here where it's in and out of the water, it just kind of gets basically sanded by the salt water. So we always kind of lose that first plank of sheathing and paint. And then obviously her bottom needs to be cleaned.
Seems to shift fine now. I want to replace this anyway.
Yeah.
This is another just
Chintzy
super
used
old,
part.
Yeah, super old, used, super cheap part
Yeah.
that we got in the beginning of this build. And I had to pull it apart and
Service it.
do surgery on it
Yeah.
and put it back together with the paper clips and chewing gum. So it's not surprising if that's the culprit. We're in.
We're
That was a
in.
tight squeeze.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that we got going early, so there wasn't any wind to deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, couldn't have had better conditions this morning.
Luckily, we got really nice wide fairways here in the marina. But yeah, this is definitely a tight squeeze.
Yeah.
7:06.
Ah, the market just opened.
Coffee is now available.
In the Goldilocks slip and feeling fresh, ambitious and eager to restore Red to cruising shape. Waterman! Hey! Alright. My kind of goal is to go through the boat and just assess what's here and what can be garbage or what is garbage. A lot of our food storage, because it's been on board for a year, especially underneath the side decks here, it gets super hot, so I don't really trust any of the food anyway. I'm excited for the purge. Definitely. I've cleared a lot out. It's pretty much all of our pots and pans, but there's our space. Now to scrub and clean it. She's still bone dry.
Yeah, if you want to use this to scrub things down, and then I'll just bring the hose in
To rinse?
to rinse it down.
Okay. I was just telling Garrett, it's strange because we've had a few boats before Red Aviva, and one of my favorite parts was always getting in there after we bought it, like it's officially ours, and going through all the cupboards and you know, you pull stuff out and you're like, what is this? This is weird. And you're just like putting everything in a trash bag essentially. But what's odd now is that it's all of our stuff and our madness. When we were kind of at our wits' end and totally burnt out by a lot of things, you can tell by the things I decided to keep and store. Kind of mixed emotions, like I'm happy to be doing this and cleaning everything finally, but it's also hard to look at. Kind of takes me back to a pretty bad mental headspace that I was in when a lot of things, you know, got this dirty and this bad. I was even fairly organized with some of the things I decided to keep, but like it was just trash. Why did I feel the need to hold on to that? I don't know. Literally washing can metaphorically cleanse the mind. Scrubbing the years of boat building and tunnel vision required to get here was a process we skipped. Going right into sailing, never slowing down, allowed grime to build on hull and soul. It's time to reclaim our freedom. I just went to like scrape or clean off a big smear, and then I was like, whoa, it's all dirty. I was like, well, I might as well do that.
Completely different shade.
Yeah. Might as well do that before I do the counters. The boat began to feel brighter. Soon we'll repaint and finish the interior we started. Our break off screen taught us a lot. Thanks for hanging in there with us. We're back. Not every day is monumental, but a piece is still a piece, no matter how small. What do you call September cleaning? How did you get in there? Well, the galley is almost clean. Just finished all of the dishes, literally, all of them.
Madness.
Madness.
Sheer madness.
This is the aftermath of madness. One has to be a bit mad to build a boat.
This area down here ended up getting really gnarly because that's where we stored all of our like excess quarts of paint. They just all rusted pretty badly, and like there's no like issues or damage or anything. It's just really nasty. There's just a whole bunch of just rusty, gunky crap in there that I've just slowly been vacuuming up. Down there is kind of gross too. I mean, pretty much anywhere where there was at any point in time, salt water that got in there and dried up, and now it's just like caked with dry salt, and they haven't been opened in forever. They're especially due after being absent from the boat for 9 months. All of the hatches open and completely emptied out, like all along here, and then I'm gonna come in with the hose and scrub brush and dish soap, and I'm gonna just soap, rinse, scrub, repeat, leave it all open to let it air out. You definitely don't want a whole bunch of fresh water accumulating and sitting inside of a wooden hull. Fresh water is kind of the enemy, but at the same time, it's good to clean everything, clean it thoroughly. As long as you dry it out and give it time to air out, then it's not an issue using fresh water like that. It's something that I kind of started doing from reading Lynn and Larry Pardee. Anybody that knows them and knows their boats know that they have you know, one of the most impeccably maintained boats. Obviously far cleaner and more of a yacht finish than Red Aviva, but you know, it's different styles. But when I was reading one of their books, I don't remember which one, but they described how every year it was their kind of annual practice to do this, to empty out every hatch, empty out the whole boat, and take a hose and just scrub, clean the entire inside of the hull with fresh water. I guess when you don't do a big, thorough, just empty everything out and you let it go for too long, and then you don't even realize you just accumulate so much junk, and then all of a sudden all your storage is full, your hatches are full, and you just, you know, think you're out of space. But when you do this, you realize how much space you do have. It's just filled up with unnecessary crap. Yeah, we were both kind of not exactly sure what this trip was going to be. This just kind of fell into plan. You know, we got the slip for the week that we're here. We need to purge, we need to clean. Over the last few years cruising Mexico, there's just salt pancakes everywhere. It's got to get worse before it gets better.
Thankfully, it looks worse than it is, which all too often is how it is, and our anticipations cloud our perception, but it is all achievable. Success is nothing more than practice. One more space to let dry. Slowly go through and organize the stuff that was in there. Still letting that one dry, but Garrett's put all that one back, and all this stuff can go back in that one. It's about break time. Just sweating buckets. There hasn't really been much to film. It's just been a lot of cleaning, so it's not interesting, but it's been very therapeutic to go through all this stuff, wouldn't you say?
Oh.
It's time to leave the dock, but Red Aviva is much cleaner and much lighter, and that feels pretty awesome. Ready to say goodbye to the dock for now?
Yeah.
The lines aren't clean?
No, lines are gross.
Always more to do, but we have a flight to catch, so back to ball 17 for hopefully the last time. We're on the move again. Still a short distance, just out to the mooring field. But it was a good week, very good week.
Still looking good?
Yep. Good angle.
Whichever side you want to catch on.
Okay.
I assume starboard side since it's clear, but yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Bump start.
This has been a cathartic week, reconnecting with not only our boat, but with the life we've built. Knowing it's the life we want, we're developing big plans, and soon we'll be on our own hook again, exploring introspectively to outwardly move forward, further and better than before. Thanks for watching. If you have the means to support these episodes, head over to Patreon and pledge what you'd like to donate per episode. We're grandfathered in and the platform fees are reasonable, meaning more of your contribution goes directly towards creating these videos. We also post real-time updates over there. For single-time support, we also have PayPal, and if you can't, no worries, a like and comment go a long way. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you.
With our setup,
It's coming back.
with our setup, the only time we have
Sorry, I have to recompose myself. Okay. I got used to the giggles. Sorry. That fly was all up in your business. sorry.